back at Max. Another day, another nickel. July 30. Morning edition. How about this heat? A record for July. Can't argue with that. It's been hotter than a torch singer's lullaby, and drier than a martini that's 99% gin. How about this heat?
Hooey! It's hot enough to fry an egg on the sidewalk.
I think Meg's tried that already.
Towel time. How about that Freddie Creel guy? I bet they had to slide him under the pearly gates. Do you believe it? I'm not taking any more of your bets. You don't pay and you're a lousy loser. Finish. You got my nickel? Have a nice day, Scott. See you tomorrow, Scott.
Back at Meg's. What does not kill me makes me stronger. Donuts and coffee, thanks. Damn. I should have saved some to unblock my drain. I'm full. I'll save this for later. How about this heat?
As if I care. Where's the tip?
Where's the service? The Tribune's open, but none of the journalists are there. The typesetters and cleaners can't help me. Cop stations are all in either small square boxes or large square boxes. Ours is large on account of our citizens' natural tendency towards high spirits. Anger. That's the name on my license.
Thanks. I better get a refill.
The police notice board. Who's on duty, who's on leave, and who's on top in the department-wide Tiddlywinks tournament. A piece of paper. I can't read it from here. A citation. Officer Wilson is getting a medal for bravery. Good for him. Denton's pen. How about this heat?
Do I look like I got nothing to do except your work?
Tell me about Freddie Creel.
A small-time hood with big-time ambitions. Too bad for him. Ended up pitched head first into a crusher by one of his business partners. Stay out of trouble.
What kind?
All kinds.
I was back at the newspaper office. You wouldn't read about it. Hello, Frankie. How you doing?
Better than you. You look sick. You eating properly?
Yeah. Hey, Come eat with me.
No thanks, no time. Besides, I thought you were still drinking your lunches.
How about this heat?
It's not hot enough to melt the editor's heart. Be my guest.
What have you got on Freddie Creel? Seems that Freddie Creel was arrested a couple of times for minor offenses, but the big stop press was his death. On June 15th, Freddie lost a fight with a crusher at the O'Brien Foundry. Thumbs Mackenzie was arrested and charged with Creel's murder. Freddie was survived by a widow. There's no obit. I guess he wasn't a good citizen. Tell me about Thumbs Mackenzie.
The Creel murderer? That story's a month old. It's all in the morgue.
Tell me about Freddie Creel.
Old news, Scott.
Tell me about Louise Creel.
She wasn't very cooperative when we tried to get a human interest angle on the late Freddie. She seems all right, just closed-mouthed. Pity she married a creep. All the good-looking dames seem to make that same mistake.
Not you.
Yeah, but it was a close call.
What have you got on Thumbs Mackenzie? Thumbs Mackenzie has been in and out of jail a dozen times on standover offenses. He's there right now, charged with tipping one Frederick Creel headfirst into an industrial crusher. No bail. Apparently, Thumbs and Freddie used to be friends. What have you got on Louise Creel?
Nothing.
I'm clean out of questions for now.
Ciao, Scott. That's Italian for shut the door behind you.
The police station again. The architecture hasn't improved any since the last time I saw it. Denton?
That's the name on my shield.
Tell me about Thumbs Mackenzie.
A two-bit thug who likes to use his hands. We nailed him at the scene of his last crime, the murder of Freddie Creel. Not a pretty sight.
Tell me about Louise Creel.
He's never done anything, except marry the wrong guy. Stay out of trouble.
Louise Creel's apartment block. A nice place. It's probably full of nice people with nice cats and nice dogs. A door. I'm used to having them slammed in my face. A door. I'm used to having them slammed in my face. Louise Creel stood 5'8" and 8.7 on the Richter scale. She had legs that wouldn't quit. I figured she'd be exhausting to be around. I'm Scott Anger. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for Dan Small.
Well, you won't find him here, Mr. Anger. But come on in. Handsome strangers are all too rare these days. Make yourself at home, Mr. Anger.
Louise Creel. What a sight. If I was Freddy, I'd come back from the dead. I'd like to ask you some questions, Mrs. Creel.
I'm sure you would, Mr. Anger. Can I call you Scott?
I don't think so. Then I'll be calling you Lulu, you'll be calling me Scotty, and then we'll be running away together.
That's quite an imagination you have there, Mr. Anger.
Tell me about Freddie Creel.
My husband was a man, Mr. Anger. Not a good one or a bad one. He deserved better than he got.
I don't think so. He got you.
Thank you, Scott.
What did your husband do exactly, Mrs. Creel?
Nothing much. He inherited. Some from his family and some from me. I think he had other ways of making money, but he never talked them over with me.
Tell me about Dan Small.
One of my husband's associates. He visited once or twice when Frederick was alive.
When did you last see him?
I don't remember. I don't much care.
You don't like him, Mrs. Creel?
He doesn't like me. Sometimes I wonder if he talked Mackenzie into the murder. Who wants to find Mr. Small?
My client. I can't say more than that, Mrs. Creel.
Of course not. I should have remembered to respect your secrets while you were making free with mine.
Tell me about yourself.
You first.
I'm Scott Anger, self-employed as an investigator. Not married, no pets, children, or ulcers that I know of.
The things we don't know are always the most interesting.
You haven't told me about yourself.
No, I haven't, Mr. Anger. But then again, neither have you.
Tell me about Thumbs Mackenzie.
I hope he burns. I hope they fry him to a crisp.
Yeah, sunny side up. So why do you think he killed your husband?
He said that Frederick owed him some money. That's a lie. Frederick would have told me. I'd never seen the man before.
Tell me about Angela Donald.
Of course. I remember now. The detective who was with her when she died.
That was me.
I looked for you.
So did I. I found me again. It took a month.
Angela and I were sisters. We had different fathers. Good-looking, worthless heels, the pair of them. I'm not surprised she never told you about me. We couldn't stand each other. We hardly saw each other in the last few years, but since she's been dead, I felt so hollow inside. As if a part of me was dead.
It's a photograph of my sister. Quite a good one. But then, I can't recall ever seeing a bad one. He's much more pleasant in a photograph than he is in the flesh.
A radio. Either that, or there's an orchestra practicing next door. A decanter. A nice supply of booze for a person living alone. I should know.
Go ahead and pour yourself a drink, Mr. Anger. I'll get you some ice.
A painting. A bit more tasteful than the calendars Ralph hangs in our office. A glass cabinet full of crystal. This is not a good room in which to play baseball. A cigarette stand. A chair. A brown fox fur. Obviously, he wasn't as quick as he claims. Actually, thanks but no thanks, Mrs. Creel. Alcohol and I are currently undergoing a trial separation.
Didn't they give you visiting rights?
Yeah, but I sold them. A handbag. The easiest way to learn about a woman is to look in her handbag. The hardest way to learn is to have her catch you at it. I'm sure she won't miss this. A safe. I wonder how safe. It's locked. Holiday snaps. Or maybe not. Here's one of Louise standing out front of the First National Bank down on Main. It's not one of the 7 wonders of the world. I think the interest here was not in the architecture. No thanks, they make me cough.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scott.
That's okay. Most things in this world make me cough. And call me Mr. Anger, Mrs. Creel.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Anger. Where were we?
What do you know about the diamond robbery at the First National?
Oh, Mr. Anger. I'm worried that Frederick might have been mixed up in that business. He never told me anything, but I remember he took some photographs of me outside the bank. I don't know more than that. Can't we just let the dead rest in peace?
We can, but the police usually don't. I won't take up any more of your time, Mrs. Creel.
You're welcome to, Mr. Anger. A widow can get lonely.
So can a detective.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Anger. I've never met anyone in this whole rotten business that was so polite. Do come and see me again.
Good night, Mrs. Creel. Well, she seemed to like me, but I didn't learn much. I need to get a better look around the joint without Mrs. Krill watching. When she's looking right at me, somehow I don't much care where Dan Small has got to. There's no point in visiting a hole in the ground. I won't find Dan hiding in it. The jail, built to keep undesirables out of public view. Some of the undesirables are on the wrong side of the bars. The smart ones. I asked to see Thumbs Mackenzie. I was taken to the visiting room, and then they let Thumbs in. I had to stop myself from throwing him a peanut.
I don't get visitors. Who are you?
Name's Scott Anger. I need some information. I'm hoping you could help.
Maybe.
The wire mesh. It might hold Thumbs, but it might not. There's just enough room to pass something flat down the side. You could probably fit Freddie Creel through there. Thumbs Mackenzie. Not a bad guy if your other friends are vermin.
I like you. You're not here to set me up. I'll level with you. What do you want to know?
I think that helped his memory, assuming he has one. Tell me about Freddie Creel.
I wish he was alive, so I could break both his legs. I thought he was an okay guy, and it turned out he was a no-good, lousy stiff. He called me to say to meet him for the payoff after the job. He said I was lucky to get 10% when we'd agreed one trade. I got there and Freddie was dead. Then the police showed.
Tell me about Dan Small.
Are you a friend of his?
Maybe. I haven't met him yet.
When you do, I want a word with him. He's a scrawny little chicken, but he's got plenty in the brains department.
Do you know where he is?
If I did, I wouldn't be sitting here. Me and him and Freddie Creel, we pulled a job about a month ago. No, Freddie is dead. And I'm in here. You tell me where Dan is, Seamus.
What do you know about the diamond robbery at the First National?
I heard about that. A nice haul for somebody, huh? Look, I might know something about that, but it'd have to be worth my while. You get me? Find Dan Small, and the three of us can have a little chat.
Tell me about Louise Creel.
She's a real looker. Her sister Angela was a looker, too.
Tell me about Angela Donald.
That nightclub singer, she was a classy number. I was sure sorry to hear someone gave her the business.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a good guy, mister. I don't make trouble. I stick up for my friends. Someone set me up and I'm taking the fall, but I ain't complaining. Me and him and Freddie Krill, we pulled a job about a month ago. Now, Freddie is dead, and I'm in here. You tell me where Dan is, Seamus. That nightclub singer, she was a classy number. I was sure sorry to hear someone gave her the business. She was Dan's girl. I guess he has other things on his mind now.
Some story had the honest ring of a man too stupid to lie convincingly. I was inclined to believe him. But if he didn't kill Freddie, who did? The police station again.
Anger?
Denton. What do you know about the diamond robbery at the First National?
Sparkle debacle. That's a touchy subject around here. A lot of money went missing, and no sign of it anywhere. Stay out of trouble.
I can't hear any machinery. I'd say it's closed. I'll try again during working hours. People breaking into murder scenes often get arrested as suspects. Back at my office. Jake's joint again. Another night of smoke and smart guys. How about this heat?
I let you in, Anger. I still don't like you. Don't push it.
Which ones will I throw out? I'll have 3.
2 for me.
3 my way.
3 cards.
GG raised. Mickey called. Red called.
Okay, Scotty. What do you want to know?
Tell me about Thumbs Mackenzie.
Thumbs comes in here one time and tells everyone he's off to settle a score. Next thing we hear, Freddy's been mangled by some machine, and the cops have caught Thumbs with his finger on the button.
Let's play some cards. My fingers are getting itchy.
Which ones will I throw out? I'll have 3.
3 cards here.
3 my way.
1.
GG raised. Mickey raised. Red called. 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 GG called.
Hey. Okay, Scotty. What do you want to know?
What do you know about the diamond robbery at the First National?
Sorry, Anger. We don't know nothing about that, but keep trying.
Tell me about Louise Creel.
We gotta play first.
Which ones will I throw out? I'll have 3.
3 cards here.
3 my way.
1.
GG raised. Mickey called. Red called.
Great!
Okay, Scotty. What do you want to know?
Tell me about Louise Creel.
Louise Creel, Freddy's wife. Oh boy, what a hot dame. She hasn't been around here for ages, and my eyes are missing her.
Knock it off, Red. She's a widow.
A poor widow like that shouldn't be left lonesome.
Thumbs Mackenzie told people he was off to sort out Freddy, and the cops found him with a body. Either he was stupid, or he was set up to be stupid. Back at my office. Bedtime. Ralph's notices, only of importance to Ralph. The rear view mirror. Useful for checking for lipstick on my collar, for straightening my tie, and for seeing if there are any black cars stuffed with goons following me. The trunk release. It opens the trunk without you having to get out of your car. Then you have to get out of the car anyway to get to the trunk. Go figure. The foundry. It's dirty, loud, and unpleasant. No wonder thumbs liked it here. I paid the foreman $1 for directions to the murder machine. The smell of death was still hanging in the air. The on switch. For Freddie Creel, this was like an elevator button marked hell. The crusher. If a machine had a soul, this one's would be blacker than Ralph's teeth. The crusher. If a machine had a soul, this one's would be blacker than Ralph's teeth. There's something under there. Crushed. Now I can change a tire from under a garage door. A pencil from the Palm Tree Motel, full of lead, like half the people who stay there. The Palm Tree Motel pencil could be a lead, or it could be a pencil. The Palm Tree Motel. They built it right next to a bus shelter, and it's never recovered from the competition.
Aloha.
A nice place, if you think hospitals and prisons are the latest word in interior decorating. A standard counter. It keeps the porter upright. The porter. He should have a good memory of the guests. I don't think he gets many. No eating or drinking in rooms. I wonder whose idea this was. The management's or the health department's. A coconut woman. I'm glad the poker players can't see this. They might start a riot. A palm tree. They might have called this place the Oak Tree Motel, but they ran out of cardboard. No point going up until I know what this place has to do with the case. I'm not searching every room. No point going up until I know what this place has to do with the case. I'm not searching every room.
I'm scared.
Tell me about Dan Small.
Nothing to tell.
This guy ever been here?
Ah, never seen him. Thanks, Santa Claus. Well, what do you know? My memory's coming back. The mug in that mugshot you showed me was here about a month back. Yep. June 15. He paid some money in advance, but that ran out last week. Still owes us 14 bucks. Left his luggage. We kept it. He was in room 11.
Where's this luggage now?
Cost you 14 bucks for a look. It's all here!
That's Dan, and that's Angela. Did I steal Dan's girl, or did he steal mine? Dan's clothing. If someone leaves a motel without their clothes, it means one of three things. They left in a hurry, they left rich, or they left naked. A stethoscope.
Makes a good footrest. Say, bud, I could tell you something else about that mugshot you showed me if I could just remember what it was.
Does that help your memory?
That it does. You ain't the only private dick flashing that photo. Had a big guy in a few weeks ago. A New Yorker.
Carl Brewer.
Whoever. He didn't make it worth my while, so I didn't remember anything for him.
So, Brewer is on the case too. I might pay him a visit and compare notes. Room keys, just in case anyone would want to book a room. Give me 11.
It's busy. I can put you in 13.
No thanks. Last time I stayed there, the rats woke me up to tell me the mice were eating my suit.
Suit yourself, wise guy.
Hey, buddy, can I use the bathroom?
At your own risk.
Do not disturb. That's the point of this. Mice can't read. Room 11. This looks just as awful as the lobby.
Do not disturb, mister. Can't you read? Seamus!
Room's free.
I hate divorce work. A light shade. Looks like there's a moth in there working on his tan. Can't reach it. Neither can the cleaner, by the look of it. A closet. I wonder how many skeletons are in here. It's empty. The guests must keep their skeletons in their closets at home. A Bible. I never steal a book that specifically tells me not to. A bedside table. Often the home of wine bottles and false teeth. A bed. Quite comfortable if your name is Quasimodo. A railway locker key, 29B. Looks like someone left something at the station. something they wanted to hide. A closet. No mirror. No one wants to be seen in a dive like this. The sink. It doesn't have a plug. It grows its own. I try not to wash in anything dirtier than I am. I try not to wash in anything dirtier than I am. Give me 11.
Give me $2.
There's your money.
Thanks. And I hope your stay is like a tropical holiday here at the Palm Tree Motel.
A pipe. It's as crooked as most of the cops in this town. A diamond in the drain. Not bad. I wonder where this little baby came from. I'd sure like to meet the rest of its family.
Thanks. I hope your stay was like a tropical holiday here at the Palm Tree Motel.
The railway station. In a heat wave. Must be hot on the tracks. Railway lockers. Never known a person yet who used one to store luggage in. Either that's been left here because it's been stolen, or because someone forgot it. I have enough dirty laundry as it is. Railway lockers. Never known a person yet who used one to store luggage in. Wrong key. 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 Railway lockers. Railway lockers. Railway lockers. Railway lockers. Railway lockers. Railway lockers. A little black book. Something tells me this won't hold ladies' telephone numbers. My camera. People take photographs to preserve happy memories. I take photographs of unhappy memories for other people. Dan's little black book. A diamond. Now I've got my own place to hide things. Railway lockers. Never known a person yet who used one to store luggage in. Back at my office.
There he is. What's the story?
I gave him the story.
I reckon a fool and his money are soon parted, Scott. Here's $5. Don't spend it all at once.
What do you reckon, Ralph?
I reckon there might be something to be found in the Creel apartment. You could break in, but I hear tell that's illegal, and the cops don't like you as it is. Is her phone in the living room?
No.
Easy. Next time you visit her, I'll call her up and give her the insurance salesman play. I'll keep her on the phone for a few minutes while you snoop around. Good luck, partner.
Likewise. Back at Louise Creel's.
Come in.
Nah, not until I've seen today's paper. I don't want to find myself trapped in a conversation about some second-rate star's gallstone operation. Tell me about Carl Brewer.
Is someone paying you to ask me silly questions?
No, I ask silly questions on my own time.
Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I never knew Angela to be without a man or three. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say the wrong thing?
Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't matter anymore. Louise Creel. What a sight. If I was Freddy, I'd come back from the dead.
A girl sits home alone for weeks and then suddenly everyone wants her. Please excuse me, Mr. Anger.
That's it. That's it. That's it. A jewelry box. Cheap stuff, mostly paste and glass. There are more pearls in a smile than in a trinket box. Insurance papers. Looks like Louise will get a nice payout on Freddy's life insurance policy. So, it looks like Mrs. Creel's dearly departed was up to something involving the First National Bank. As for Mrs. Creel, she's a true innocent or a born liar. Extra. Seamus haunts newsroom. Soon they'll give me a byline. Say, Frankie, do you still do a roast the way I like 'em?
Quit fishing for an invitation, Scott. Until we've both forgotten a little more.
Or remembered.
Always the wise guy. You'd wisecrack to the gates of hell. Sometimes it just isn't funny.
Sometimes it isn't meant to be.
You're looking haggard, Scott. Try shaving.
I did. I didn't like it.
And try again.
Tell me about Carl Brewer.
Maybe you should tell me.
We weren't the best of pals. I didn't have anything to do with his death, if that's what you're asking.
Course not, Scott. Don't be so defensive.
What do you know about the diamond robbery at the First National?
The big one? There's a lot of people sweating on that, Mr. Nice. What do you got?
I asked you first.
Okay. The 3 goons were never seen again, nor were the rocks. If they ain't found soon, we'll have a new chief of police. It's all in the story I wrote. Be my guest.
What have you got on Carl Brewer? The last person who spoke to Brewer was his landlord. Seems he didn't have any friends to miss him. What have you got on the First National diamond robbery? The First National's always in the news. The big story was the robbery on June 15th. 3 bandits got clean away with a load of diamonds. The police turned up just as 6 armed men did. They weren't just helpful citizens. There was a shootout before police captured the lot. The 6 are all in jail pending trial on firearm offenses. No bail. No further news of the diamonds.
You're excited. I can tell your ears wiggle. See you later, Scott. I got a deadline to meet.
Going my way, Anger?
It's rude to point a gun at a man without introducing yourself.
My mom always told me I had no manners. Hit him, Charlie.
I didn't know how long I'd been out. My head hurt and I stank of ether.
Well, looky here, Charlie. He's waking up.
I must have hit him pretty hard. Sorry, mister.
Where are the diamonds?
Same place as always, in the deck, with the clubs, hearts, and spades. My hands were tied. I blocked the punch with my face.
I'll ask again. Where are the diamonds?
Turn it over.
We ain't got all day. Hit him, Charlie.
My life flashed before my eyes. It looked exactly like a set of knuckles.
Where are the diamonds?
The boarding house.
Wrong answer. Hit him, Charlie.
Being punched in the head loses its funny side 3rd time around.
Where are the diamonds?
The railway station.
Well, let's have a little look-see, shall we? You make yourself comfortable. Now, wait. Let us make you more comfortable.
Goodbye, mister.
It'll be goodbye forever if those sparklers ain't waiting for us.
They did a number on me. But I still got my wits and my teeth. Better start using them. I can't pick it up. I can't pick it up. A fire alarm. In case of fire, break glass. A fire extinguisher. Puts out everything except the fire in a dame's eyes. That's using my head. Either I knocked out my hearing, or that's the world's quietest alarm. Can't reach it. Looks like those two comedians took everything of value. In other words, they didn't take much. Whiskey. Lots of whiskey. Where was this place a month ago when I could have used it? For medicinal purposes only. For medicinal purposes only. They could use some oil on this thing. Oh, and I could use some ice on these bruises. My car was outside with the keys in the ignition. Looks like hired goons only come in two varieties: dangerous and stupid. I didn't know how long I'd been out. It could have been hours or days. The streets were clear of garbage. It could have been years. Back at my office. A note. Looks like I had a visitor who got tired of waiting.
Scott, I need you urgently. Please come at once. Louise.
Louise Creel needs me urgently. Things are looking up.
Scott, you better have a damn good reason for being...
Jesus. Lucky you don't have any good looks to spoil. What's the story?
I gave him the story.
Quite a vacation. I'm glad you survived. I had to give the Granger case to the Pinkertons, but I won't hold it against you. You missed some excitement here. We had a break-in. Things were messed up some.
This case is getting out of hand.
It ain't the first time we've been done over. It won't be the last.
I guess not.
Good night, partner.
Likewise. Time for a nap.